come to my full attention that there are people in this world who, unbeknownst to them, are under complete psychosis. They, among many other majorities of the public, express the need to fully realize their delusion in an effort to coalesce with other delusionals their version of reality. And they do this by somehow absorbing all relevant data into a pungent and repulsive idea known as the conspiracy theorist. For anything truly relating to reality as we know it must be a conspiracy theorist or theory. The former being a personage and the latter being an idea of the former. Whew. That's a lot of words jumbled up, isn't it? A lot of meanings. A lot of ideas mumbled and jumbled and tumbled into something that I've spoken. Just another spoken word. There was a guy at the Sillimore Conference Grounds at the Eco Conference last night, and he was singing that. He had written a very cohesive poem in which one of his intermittent sayings throughout the piece was, just another spoken word. He actually won the contest of the talent show there within the chapel walls. Quite an interesting group of people, those eco folks, I'll tell you. I have been trying to wrap my head around the dis-ease of the sports craze. How people can be so devoted, so unquestioningly, unflinchingly focused and committed. These people are committed. And I'm not just talking about wake up every morning and, have your correct diet, your dose of wheatgrass, and your 30-minute session of upper body, lower body routine type of devotion and focus. I am talking about the total assimilation of life essence to a singular paradigm of absolute mass hysteria. And hysteria is probably the wrong word. In fact, it is. But in this short piece, this short rant in which I am sharing with you via the interweb, it is the best that I could do. For this is not scripted, as you probably could tell. It happens to me quite often, actually. Hey, did you see the game? How about them Niners, huh? Oh, shame we lost. My immediate gut instinct is to say, what? Excuse me, sir. I couldn't help but notice that the Matrix has fully engulfed your reality. I suppose that is what the Matrix means. To be within the Matrix is to live completely within an illusion. A total immersive concoction of stimulus that is Meaningless. Meant to divert you. Meant to divert all your vital energies, all of your proper functioning as a human being is a butterfly, a mountain, a stream of them in the sky, diverting you from anything of relevance. Your football game is not my concern. Your player statistical analysis mumbo-jumbo within your cranium, all the facts and figures that you know about absolutely nothing of relevance, is not what I'm interested in. But the problem is that in our culture, in American culture, and that's just football, American football. What about all the rest of the world where soccer's the biggest thing? It is still a diversion. Nelson Mandela, the guy that murdered thousands of women and children by sticking tires around their necks and setting them on fire, that guy, the ends justify the means. Excuse me, Nelson Mandela is a saint. He is a saint. Nothing he did during his time, during his multi-billion-dollar lateral deals with foreign nations to arm South Africa from what? While everyone starved. He's a saint. And if you say otherwise, then you are a conspiracy theorist, which means you are automatically a kook, which means you are automatically someone who cannot be trusted and are a dis-ease. Ladies and gentlemen, you are a dis-ease. Or a diseased one. So they say. So what do we do about this? Well, I did not come here to profess some kind of solution. Just a rant. Plain and simple, really. I'm ranting. I'm raving. I'm expressing myself. And just in case you were wondering, this is lavender kombucha. Now, why did I point this out? Well, a billion plus probiotics, maybe. Not individual probiotics, but one probiotic being a billion of them. And which is really good for your stomach. There are alternatives. There are alternatives to pop culture, to this synthetic, blasphemous, regurgitory filth, this slime. And all that is required of you to see this is to simply look away from the television. Look away from this thing that has a name which is too repulsive to mention. Oh my God, it's like, what is that? What is the guy's name in Harry Potter? The evil guy that if you say his name, Mordor. No, that's Lord of the Rings. See, it's too evil for me to even remember. And people are instantly, they got it, but right now there's a brain fart. It's like that. You cannot even say it, but we should. There should be a name for this sickness, this disease, which is not conspiratory knowledge. You see, if it's a conspiracy theory, then people can just say, he's a kook. It's just a theory. It has no basis in objective reality. And then you have to ask yourself, wait a minute. Did I just say objective reality? Whoa, buddy, back up. Objective reality? It just doesn't mesh with mainstream reality. There you go again. Reality, mainstream. Take a deep breath. I'm shaking. It doesn't exist. And even if it did, it is minute in particles to the degree in which a pebble of sand, pebble's too large, a micro grain of sand is in terms of the cosmos, which in and of itself is a misnomer and probably a far-fetched idea. The grain of sand in proportion to the mainstream reality proposition. Now, before this rant cascades, waterfalls, crashes down into something completely incoherent, I will merely end it on the fact that, guess what? America is probably doomed. Because things aren't getting better. Things are getting worse. And every time they get worse, it's that much harder to get better. Just type into Google right now, how bad are things in America? ? Or whatever search engine you use, Yahoo, Google. You should be using Startpage, which is probably a controlled media platform in and of itself. But any time that you can escape the intrusive and absolutely corrosive, there's a good word, a corrosive technological paradigm, it's probably good for you. So there you go. I'm Daniel Maddox, and man, I'm just saying.